Welcome back to WIS News Primetime. A pet can easily become an integral part of any family. But when your pet starts to impact the lives of those outside of your home, you know there's something special. One Midlands family had a pet unlike many, and this pig went by the name of Oliver the Awesome Pig.
Although Oliver has passed, his army of social media supporters still show love, and they're using his memory to benefit a worthy cause. Joining us now are Oliver's mom and grandma, Lauren and Jennifer Hilly, as well as the director of Colton Branch Animal Sanctuary, Josh Kausner. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Well, first, for those who maybe aren't as familiar with Oliver and his legacy, can you tell us a little bit about Oliver the Awesome Pig?
Yeah, so I got him for Christmas in 5th grade. I asked for him, and we thought he was just going to be like a little, under 35-pound pig. And after several years, he ended up being 133 pounds. Okay. So yeah, this is Oliver. So, but he unfortunately did pass from leukemia back in January, and we just started sharing our lives on the page because we wanted to get people to realize that they are pets and that you don't look at them just as food. And so we ended up sharing our education, and we met Josh, and it was just an amazing experience, and we just want to continue his legacy.
Yeah, wow. And so you got the pig in 5th grade, and obviously the travels and all of the adventures gained quite a social media following. How many followers do you have?
We're at 38,000 followers on Facebook and Instagram.
Amazing.
Yes.
I imagine, did that surprise you just to see how this really caught on and how people certainly enjoyed watching all of the adventures?
It did. It was, I think our first video that went I guess viral was him eating peanut butter, and it was the stuff that we never thought would go viral that would get a lot more likes and views, and we were like, whoa, people really want to see our lives, and they would message us and be like, is Oliver okay if we didn't post within a day or so? And so it just went from 200 followers, and then we got 1,000, and then people were like, well, we'll be on Instagram. So we kind of got on Instagram, and it just
they kind of grew up together.
Yeah, we just grew up together, and we just shared. I mean, it was all true stories that happened, and we just wrote it on Facebook. And my mom wrote the post. She's really good writing, and I would tell her what would happen, and she would write our life, and it was awesome.
It just kind of snowballed.
Yeah. It sure seems like it, and all of y'all have experience with pigs, but I think when people typically think of animals and household pets, it's a dog and a cat. Right. But when it comes to pigs, what are kind of the common differences and maybe things that people don't really realize when it comes to owning a pig and caring for one?
Well, it's funny, we started out the same year with our first pig, who was also named Oliver. And we got to know Lauren and Jen and Oliver the Awesome Pig, but I think the biggest thing is it's like having a cat and a dog and a toddler all rolled into one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So their intelligence level is that of a 3 to 4-year-old human.
Oh wow.
So they're problem solvers. It can be their undoing sometimes, and that takes more getting used to than anything. So, they're a little more docile like a cat most of the time. They sleep more like a cat, but then they greet you like a dog, and they love attention, and they love cuddling, and belly rubs especially.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So how is Oliver's memory going toward this cause here, a safe haven for pigs across our state?
So for years, we'd always said at Cotton Branch that, as a rescue, we couldn't really board. We didn't feel like we had the time or resources, and getting to know them when they needed somewhere for Oliver to stay for an emergency, we said, okay, yeah, we know Oliver, we know you. So he came out, and we realized that, wow, we really could do this, but we didn't have that in our budget to build a boarding facility. And so the very first night when Oliver passed away, and we were talking, it was a little after midnight, and we talked about him staying there and how, it worked. And so later we started talking, and they were like, why don't we do something so that other people have somewhere to board their pig? Right now, the closest place to us is 7 hours away.
Yeah,
wow.
Virginia or Florida. Yeah.
The celebration of life is coming up, and we actually have a full screen with the details and information, but kind of tell us a little bit about where this money, what it'll go to, and the impact it'll have.
So everything so far, this celebration of life is actually a free event. People are flying in from Las Vegas, from New York, followers of his from all over, and
Colorado,
ours.
yeah.
Wow.
Multiple people speaking about pigs and speaking about Oliver, who knew him. But everything has been sponsored as far as we have 3 brick boarding houses that we broke ground on this week.
Yes.
And we're building those, and we'll have a boarding area that we will unveil the day of the event.
And it's actually where he stayed. When
Yeah.
he stayed there,
It's actually,
they're
yes.
going to build exactly where he stayed is going to be the little houses. We're actually having a memorial bench there, and they can hold 3 to 5 pigs each. So a total of 9 pigs can stay, and they'll be able to, like, if you have more than 3, we can combine the houses, so it'll be able to help people, because it's just hard when you have work trips and you have vacations, and most people don't do that when you have a pig, because it's like you can't find anybody to do that. So
And it's education as well. Josh is great because he does have vets and stuff that he can get 24 hours a day, which is
Yeah.
a great benefit.
Well, it should be a great event on the 4th. We appreciate you coming out and remembering Oliver, and
Thank
I know
you.
that he will be celebrated that day
Yes.
as he lives in your hearts.
Thank you.
very much.
Thank you.